Let's talk about the game that was sort of causing controversy. The game, it has come, it has gone. Argentina up against Morocco. 45th minute plus 2 at the time in the first half. Morocco, they came up ahead. And of course, a few minutes into the second half, that the 49th minute, Morocco, they made it 2-0 against the Argentine side. And 68th minute, Argentina, they equalized. And of course, they added about 15 minutes or so where Argentina equalized in the 16th minute. Immediately they equalized, Sonny Kanute, the general, the fans, they invaded the stadium. It was very, very, very much rowdy. And of course, they had to find a possible ways to clear off the pitch. And of course, that was how the game ended. It wasn't yet a time for the game to end when they talk about the official time for the game. But because of the rowdiness everywhere, they had to settle everything. And of course, the players went into the tunnel, the fans. That was the end of that very game. 2-2. After 2 hours or so, the fans, they are no longer there. The players, they've refreshed themselves, taking it the way it is. 2-2. They had to call them back into the field of play. FIFA wanted the scoreline to remain that way, but the referees say no, that first of all, the game hasn't ended. It was invaded by the fans. And secondly, they had to review that very goal scored in the 16th added time of the 90th minute. Of course, they had to agree. They brought the players back to the field of play after 2 hours plus. They came back, and of course, they had to review that very goal. If that goal was clearly a goal, the game would have ended there and immediately. But if it wasn't a goal, they would play additional 3 added minutes. And the referee had to go to the VAR monitor, and of course, he looked at that very goal and found out that that goal was an offside goal. So that goal, the Argentines scored a 90 plus 16th minute was disallowed. Of course, they added 3 more minutes for the players to play. They played 3 more minutes and the game ended in favor of Morocco. Morocco officially became the winner of that very game. This is one of the most insane games we've seen over the years. Of course, one happened with Manchester United and Brighton where the game ended already, but they had to call the players back to, Bruno Fernandes had to take a spot kick, a penalty kick. But this one, after 2 hours or so, no fans, the players, they've taken it like, this is the end. Of course, we managed to put out a 2-2 draw. But after 2 hours or so, they had to call them back, review the goal, saw that the goal was an offside goal, played for another 3 minutes. And of course, the game ended that way. A victory went to the Moroccan side.
Well, I saw the celebration from the Argentine side. It was really, really a serious
they
celebration.
They scored at the death.
Yeah,
of course, they ought to celebrate.
I saw that celebration. And even with the way the ball went in, it took like... I would say the grace of God for that goal.
Many rebounds.
That goal to go in because they tried defending the Moroccan side, but it didn't happen. They were able to clear the ball off the 18-yard box, and finally it went inside. And after some hours, 2 hours, the game was replayed for 3, not fully replayed.
If it was to be a goal, they would have ended the game immediately.
Yeah, of course.
But because it wasn't a goal, they added 3 more minutes for them to play.
Yeah, 3 more minutes, and that was it for the victory went to. I even saw Lionel Messi posted on Instagram. Fabrizio Romano has reposted that on his Facebook page, saying that unbelievable. That's the meaning. And yes, it happens in football because they want to be, in as much as they try to balance the whole stuff. I think they want to be fair in all angle, because that goal, like they said, the build up to that goal as well, offside. So you cannot allow an offside goal, and there were protests up and down, and that's like the first day of the Olympics. So if you get it wrong on the first day of the Olympics, that means you would get it wrong throughout the Olympic tournament. So they just wanted the Olympic Games rather. So they wanted to like set a good example so that other nations participating in all the activities, all the sports activities, will not feel bad that what's it called now? Trying to maybe not balance the whole stuff, and they would not say that it's because it's an African country. You know how they try to bring in racism in everything they do. So I think that yes, it was a right call. 3 minutes. It wasn't. If I thought Argentina wanted to equalize, they would have equalized the space of 3 minutes they had, because the both teams had 3 minutes to play for.
No doubt.
It's good that the Moroccan side came out victorious.
I cannot say even Mascherano, their head coach, he wasn't happy. Lionel Messi, he wasn't happy with the outcome. They called it crazy. We've not seen this happen in football over the years. And like I said, a replica of this was when Manchester United play Brighton and over in English Premier League. After the blast of the final whistle, they had to call them back, to take a sports kick, and of course it was converted by Bruno Fernandes. But now this is after 2 hours or so. They had to call them back And look at the monitor. If it wasn't an offside, you continue. If it wasn't an offside, the game would have ended immediately. But it was an offside. 3 more minutes to play, and of course, they look at the monitor. The goal was ruled out as an offside goal. They had to play for extra 3 minutes, and that was the end of the game.
Yeah,
victory to Morocco.
A lot of controversies.
A lot.
First of all, I have to give kudos to the ref because FIFA wanted the game.
FIFA wanted the game to end that way.
For reasons I don't understand.
I am here to understand.
I think that ref, we need to know that ref and giving his
flowers.
Exactly, because he stood his ground and no, the game is offside. The game has to exactly. And first of all, I don't understand why the Argentina legend, the coach,
they are gutted with that decision.
Their fans were the one who encroached the pitch field of play after the equalizer. So they caused the whole thing, because if they didn't do that, probably maybe the game they would have ended. Probably not ended. Maybe the referee has spotted that offside, and maybe the game would have still gone on, and maybe probably Argentina would have had the normal usual equalizer. But secondly, is there no automated offside at that point? Because I think the referee has to look at the monitor. I think
you look. Sometimes if there is a semi-automated offside system, you have to still look at the monitor to actually view this. Sometimes, not all the time. But I doubt if there is a semi-automated offside system.
I think the semi-automated we've experienced during the last Europe. You don't need to go. They just tell you it's there. If it's offside, it's offside.
It wasn't available.
If it's 2, it's 2. So I think, but it took 2 hours, because the reason why it took 2 hours because it was because FIFA was trying to end the match.
Let's leave it so.
Exactly.
Let's leave it where it is.
You understand? But the ref, I think he stood his ground, and everything happened, and the result is the result. They should move on and continue.
Why would FIFA want the scoreline to remain?
If it was to be something that has to totally do with FIFA, maybe like the World Cup, maybe that would have it would have stood that way. Maybe the FIFA World Cup, any FIFA competition, it would have just stood that way. But this Olympics, FIFA, of course, FIFA have to come in because there's football, so they have to. But Olympics, whatever they are in charge of it. So that was why, like Anusi said, we need to really look for that referee and give him his flowers, because he did well by going back to check the monitor and all that. Now it didn't go their way. All their legends are coming out on social media. This is unbelievable. We can't take this and all that. We are with you and all that. But it is the thing, and I thank God that justice was really delivered yesterday in that game. At least the Moroccan side, they have something to smile, because you can't play all the game and you're winning game, and then all of a sudden, because of one thing or the other, and they are trying to take your 3 points away from you. So it's a good one. It's a good one that the Moroccans, the referee sorted out the whole thing, and the Moroccans won that game.
That was how that game went yesterday. Congratulations to Morocco, of course, 3 points in the bag for them. Today we have games lined up.
Imagine playing Morocco to win.